It is a Chamber of Commerce afternoon here in the Peach State of Georgia. We've got the roof open, wide open, and we are ready for football at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Second and 2 at the
30-yard line. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he's got some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Off the play fake. Fitzgerald. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
No. Watch the twist.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Fitzgerald. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Here's Nick Chubb, former prep and collegiate star here in this state at Georgia. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding.
Ready? Blue wave. Set was the mic. Let him know. Whip. Watch the whip. Tommy. let's get it for first.
They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 7. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Even. You got time right there. Let him go.
Play fake. Winston. Looking downfield for Godwin. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Brashad Perriman, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. An update from Buffalo. The Bills have taken the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101.
And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Great job, D. Great job.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Winston. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Winston now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And this is caught by Evans. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Switch. Here we go, even.
A run for Nick Chubb, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it in.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now 14-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script.
And Freeman lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 15-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Falcons, nothing.
Ready? You ready? Check 45 the mic. Check tight. Check tight. Easy. Hey. Let's go.
On 2nd and 9. Winston. That's caught by Howard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Ready? White 25. Watch the slant. Alert 3. Hey. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's convert. Easy.
They'll run with Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on.
On 2nd and 9, Fitzgerald. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here we go, dude. Here I come. Hey, one set. Check, Mike.
Throwing on first down. Fitzgerald. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fitzgerald. Jones has it. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Again, it'll be Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Parkey with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's put him on the buses. Easy. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Let's go, Johnny. 47's the mic.
On play action, Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And the Buccaneer first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On the carry, it's Chubb. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. From the 38, Winston. He completes it to Evans. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans. His third touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo, and the Bills have taken the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fitzgerald. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
It's second and 8 at the Bucs' 46-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch left. Watch left. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Here's 2nd and 8. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to take a shot right away for the... And it's intercepted at the goal line. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Check back, check back. 6 way.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, Fitzgerald. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. To throw on 2nd and 10. Fitzgerald. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
45. Mike, 45. No gain on this.
To throw on 3rd down. Fitzgerald. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Not today, you are. Not today. Chase, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Working out of the gun, Winston. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
First down, Buccaneers.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the slant. Green, triple T. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Easy, easy, easy. Let's go.
Chubb. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm going to run you over. Green, triple team. Green, triple team. Check my 47. They were pretty quiet.
Now Winston. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. He's coming, double up. Check.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
White 25. Mike 27. Here we go. Here we go. Easy, 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 easy. Hey. Check 24. Check 24. White. He's crashing. He's checking. Let him go.
On second down now, it's Jones, and he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Shift. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Hey, stop.
They run. Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Blue ready. 47. Check, 47. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Tommy. What? Quick. Easy. Motion.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Ready? White. Black 25 behind. Come on now. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Off the play fake, Winston. And it'll be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away, now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch the run. 54. Check. Watch 54.
To throw again. Fitzgerald gets it off to Freeman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Fitzgerald. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
54, right there. 54, Mike. I don't think you got it, son. Mike's 5-4.
On 1st and 10, Fitzgerald steps away to his left. He's going to take off with work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw again on second down. Fitzgerald. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Parkey adds the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away.
The Bucs take over first and 10. Let's go. Their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Winston. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
The Bucs on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. Winston now. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after...
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Parkey with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school.
And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Spy. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Here's Winston. Going up top. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, he covered a lot of ground, 82 yards on the punt return, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
The Bucs take over. Let's go, son. At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw is Winston. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Off play action. Fitzgerald. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Marty! Blue lady! Check, 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 check. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. On third down, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offensive guys always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On second down, Freeman to the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. That second down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun on 3rd down. Fitzgerald, he's got Freeman here. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. That's complete. Hooper. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Back to throw. Complete to Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. He completes it to Jones. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A couple of nice plays right in a row, and it's a Falcon first down yet again. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now it's Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, They might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. One-possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation? And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Body Calhoun. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And I think this defense knew what was coming, as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
So how about that comeback that we just witnessed going into the fourth quarter? I don't know that we had written them off, but it looked bleak. They were able to get it done.
They put up a barrage of points, and reeling them in and running them down and winning it. Wouldn't you love to be in their locker room right now? Think about the energy that's radiating out of there right now. They're talking about belief, sticking together, and finding a way to win.
So for Atlanta, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.